Hello, Pinky. If you're still there, just send a hi or something so I know that you're still there. I'm just getting started, trying to like my thing, my thumbnail said. I got 107 days left until I leave for the Philippines. I decided right now I'm going to work about another 40 days. Now that means 40 working days. I only work 4 days a week, so that'll be about 10 weeks until I retire. And then I'll take the rest of the time. I'll go back to Indiana and visit my family. Hello, Lorraine. How you doing? Like I said, I'll go back and visit my family in Indiana before I go over. I still have two sisters alive. Like I said, I did lose two sisters last week. I had four. I mean, not last week. Listen to me. Last August, 2 days apart, my oldest sister and my second to the oldest sister. Now, my third older sister and my younger sister are still alive, and they both live in Indiana, maybe 10 miles apart, something like that. I don't even know. I don't even think it's that far, but it might be that much. Hey, Hannah, how you doing? Then my niece and great niece, they live closer to my older sister. They used to live closer to their mom, our mom and grandma, my younger sister, and but I'll visit all of them plus my cousins. I have a bunch of. I'm originally from Indiana, so most of my cousins, the ones I know well, live in Indiana. Although I do have a couple cousins I know pretty well down in Florida, but they used to live in Indiana. And then I got a nephew and his wife that live in Florida, and their kids are one's living right outside of Annapolis, going working on his masters, and the other one's living. I want to say South Carolina, it could be North Carolina. Actually, I think it is North Carolina. Working on his bachelor's. Hey, Mike, thanks for coming, man. And you probably missed this, Mike, but I think I'm going to retire on April 10th, which is, and I work only 4 days a week, so that's another 40 days till I retire. Actually, retire. I'll and at the end of that time, I'll take my whatever vacation I have left. Should give me about a full pay week. Uh, so that'll give me a couple extra checks, and that because, like I said, I got to clean up my rooms, get rid of my furniture. Um, I got a bunch of I have a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of, and some of it I may just give away. Others I'll sell. I'll sell whatever I can. Hey, Tina Marie, how you doing? Thanks for coming. The log, the uh, the link is up there at the top of the chat if you're on your phones. Anybody that wants to come up is more than welcome to come up. I've been talking with a guy that I work with, and he's now talking about moving to the Philippines. So I've been telling him, gave him some pointers and pointed him in some directions of some of the bloggers I think will help him. Uh, so right now, mainly I want him to check out the American vloggers or Western vloggers uh, that are in the Philippines. But I gave him a few others. We got Dan coming up. Give me a moment. Hey, Dan. I don't know if you heard it, but I only
Yeah,
got
I did. I heard it. I heard it.
heard that I'm only going to work about 40 more days.
Yeah.
Cam?
Are we gonna have a party for you?
No.
No party, no retirement party.
Hey, I live by myself, man. Most of my family's back in Indiana. I'll have a
Well,
party with them
you
when I
know,
get back there. We may celebrate on here. How's that? Because my last work day, you're frozen there, Dan.
that's nice. We could have a party online.
Like I said, we may because my last work day is going to be a Friday.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're good. But
Mm.
I just saw you drink a cup of coffee. I'm assuming it's coffee this time of the morning for you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But my last work day is
Yeah.
going to be right now. I plan on being April 10th, which is a Friday. And so maybe
Wow.
that April 11th,
Cool.
we'll have the celebration of my retirement.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I wish I were there. I'd bake you a cake.
And I'd eat it. Even though I shouldn't, but I'd eat it.
Oh man. So you're saying I also heard you say that you have a friend that's talking about moving to the Philippines.
One of my coworkers, yes.
Well, gee, that doesn't sound like people are fleeing the Philippines in droves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, expats are leaving. Oh my God, it's a crisis.
I told him about your channel.
Yeah.
And I told him about a couple other either Phil-Ams or Westerners in the Philippines. So he could, like Rod from Amazing Philippines, because he's talking about going to Cebu as well. And so
I love Cebu. I'm telling you, I think you'll like it. But you know what, Larry? I was thinking, Hilo looks pretty good on the YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, well, Hilo is one of the places I will check out. Whether I want to stay somewhere else or not, I do want to check it out.
That looks like a very, very nice place. We got to go and visit.
Well, I like that river walk.
Mm-hmm, the river walk and the mixture of colonial architecture. I mean, it's fantastic.
And that river, years ago, I want to say over 10 years, maybe 20 years now, but was filthy. And the mayor of Iloilo or somebody decided we're going to spend the money and clean it up. And they spent a lot of money cleaning up the river, then built that.
Well, it's a very clean looking town, judging by the videos I've seen.
It's also, if you want to ride bicycles, it's a very good town for that, because it's got some of the roads. It's got the divider with pedestrian or bicycle that you can ride. Plus, the river walk, you can ride your bicycle on that. There's not cars on that river walk. I think there might be some people make the deliveries to the restaurants or the hotels, but they can't just drive up and down a river walk. I'm not even sure if they can make deliveries that way. And
we got a very boring river walk here in Bye Bye City. Very boring. I don't know why it's like that. We have a ton of people that use it and on a Friday and Saturday night and on holidays, but I don't see a lot of street food vendors out there. And well, you saw the video of the Sea of Shoes. That's out there a couple of times a week.
Mike, Negros or Occidental might have there's I can't remember the name of the city that's up there that I'm trying to remember the name of the city. Right across from the corner of it is another nice city. There's two of them that are real close together, but they're on separate islands, but they're really close, about the same. That look like they might be worth checking out. Geo, if you remember Geo.
Geo who? Geo who, Larry?
I quit following Geo after him and what's her name, Myra, or whatever her name was. They broke
Maya.
up. Maya.
That's Maya. Yeah, I still watch her once in a while.
I watch her occasionally, but I quit following Geo.
Yeah.
But when he was talking about breaking up, I did follow a couple of them, and it's the place that he took there. Where he went when they left, he went to another place to live.
Yeah,
and he checked out two different areas, and one was Negros Occidental, and the other was on the other island. I can't remember that, but both of them looked decent. But like I said, Iloilo, Davao, Bye Bye. I can't, not Ormoc, but the big city on the other side of the island on Leyte, where they got that statue of MacArthur coming across.
Oh yeah, Tacloban.
I'd like to go see that statue. I'd like to see.
It brought tears to my eyes, but it was also a bit disappointing. What really brought tears to my eyes was not only the fact that I was there, to see it, which was amazing, you know.
Yeah.
But the other thing was, it's not well maintained. You know, that's the other thing. It's not well maintained. So I was disappointed.
Well, I still want to see it. I mean, that's
Yeah,
a very
sure, sure.
historical site. That's a very historical site.
It's MacArthur, my friend. It's MacArthur returning to the island of Leyte after the battle.
Saying, I have returned.
I have returned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what he said when he left? I shall return. So you had
I
to
shall return.
You had to say, I have returned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it, Mike. Baccaloid. Then on the other island, I can't remember the name of that town either, but they're very similar. And Geo picked the other one, so I'd probably pick Baccaloid. and I agree with Mike. I can't say I never thought he was any good, but I thought he was a snob.
Well, you know what? I mean, there's a lot to be said about being a successful YouTuber, you know, that you can make your living by doing YouTube videos. But I also think he made money on cryptocurrency because he was following Ricky. And he was following what Ricky, the advice that Ricky was giving him about the cryptocurrency. I think those guys got rich.
Yeah, they could have. What bothered me about Geo, and this is before he got very big. I mean, he was, you know, wasn't small, but I mean, before he got real big, he was always talking about, you know, the older guys like you, and older, and maybe even younger than you. He was talking about, you know, you guys, you know, you don't need to come, you know, you're, and he just acted like, you know, unless you're young in your 40s and 50s, you shouldn't even bother going over there. You know.
Oh, he was like that. Oh, I must have missed all those.
Well, that's back when
I haven't really watching Geo was really a recent development for me. I've only been watching
some of his old stuff.
Oh yeah, no, only a couple of years I've been watching them.
No, you'd have to go back farther than that because I started following. I used to follow Ricky.
Yeah,
and I got him through Ricky, but it just seemed like, I'm not saying he said, it just his attitude was like, well, you know, the older guy, you know, and it's like, you know,
don't call me senior.
It's not that. It's just the way he talks. It's like, you know, you're wasting your time. You know, and then he.
Well, this is it. You know,
and then
I do this all the time. I'll have to admit that you know, the boastfulness can backfire on you, and so it has a couple of times for me. And I would imagine it's backfiring on Geo, you know, to a certain degree. He's trying to get out there and remain relevant, but he's no longer relevant. And a lot of the YouTube vloggers that were making their money on YouTube because they were getting those 30, 40, 50, 100K views, they're tanking. And that includes people like Regular Guy who talked about it recently, and the Filipina P, who I believe has figured out a way to rescue herself from the swamp. In other words, she's changed her pattern, and the YouTube algorithm is liking it.
Yeah. Well, Mike, I agree. Ricky, well, is a Richard Cranian as well. If you know what a Richard Cranian is. A dickhead.
Yeah, but are we talking about the same thing? He cleaned his act up, right?
Well, what turned me off to Ricky was the fact that when he got together with his wife, I guess they're married still, or the one woman, that young woman that he was going to marry.
Yeah.
Now I understand the Filipinos want to hold on to you and all that, but it just seemed like to me, it was like, look what I have. It may have just been my attitude of watching him, but he wasn't quite that way before with any other woman he was dating. Even though, because there was an older woman that he dated in Vietnam, and he really liked her, but she wanted to move to Amsterdam or somewhere and start up a restaurant. Well, Ricky didn't want to leave the Asian countries. That's why they broke up. So
I
it wasn't
see.
so much that he was dating somebody younger. It just seemed like she was always with him, especially at first. Everywhere he went, she was hanging on his arm, He just, it's like, I understand you got a good looking young woman, but it seemed like he was pushing it. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, buddy.
And, but the thing about Gio and Ricky both that got to me was, they were wanting to sell you time to talk to him personally.
Oh, I know. That was hilarious to me. Why don't you call, make an appointment, set up a consulting session, and for $50 an hour, whatever it was. Yeah.
And then was it Ricky? I think it was Ricky that had the book or thing for how to date a Filipino or how to,
how to seduce a Filipina.
Well, it was how to meet them. I mean, it was a whole.
No, there's a book that needs to be written. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm thinking, and you know something? There was probably, like Mike said, there was many idiots that probably fell for it. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, all those things. Remember on Chris and Cebu where one time they was asking, well, I'm a little bit shy. How do I go up and meet, somebody, and Chris says, well, you just go up and say hi and introduce yourself just like you do anywhere else in the world.
Either that or make a Filipino friend.
Yeah.
He's going to have a cousin, a sister, an aunt, somebody that's single, and more. And if you know the guy's really a good guy, he won't introduce you to a scammer.
Exactly.
Like here, a friend will introduce you.
Right.
It's just.
It ain't complicated. It ain't rocket science.
No.
It ain't rocket science.
And I'll tell you one thing: treat them with respect. They'll love you for it. Treat them with respect. Be kind. Be kind about their differences. Don't complain about, oh, I hate this about the Philippines. Hey, look, you're in a different country. Live with it. Accept it. It's going to be different. It's like, if you don't want that difference, go to Manila and BGC. It'll be much more like the U.S.
Oh, we have so many different Western bubbles in the Philippines now. There's no lack of choices if you want to live that lifestyle. That's for sure.
I'm saying BGC is a whole big barangay that way. You got Makati right next to it.
You have Eastwood now. You've got Mactan and Cebu. You've got IT Park. You've got Ayala. You have so many places.
Yeah, well, I would say, no, you got a bigger bubble in Manila than anywhere else.
Hanging in Manila with the fellas. Love it.
I mean, in Cebu, you got IT Park.
You got Makati. Yeah, I love that. I'll tell you what, I love Manila.
I'm not.
I love Manila.
I will eventually go to Manila. I don't know when, but I do want to go up.
I probably like Manila because of that. I'm able to say, I'm going to Manila to hang with the fellas, and it rhymes with vanilla.
Yeah. Well, like I said, what I want to do, I want to go up there and see that Venice Grand Canal Mall.
Oh yeah, that I'm kind of burnt on that place. I'm burnt on it.
One time may be enough, but I want to go see it once.
Yeah, you got to see it once, and you'll laugh.
then there's Manila's got a place I want to visit. That Clark has something similar. I want to visit the World War II cemeteries.
Yeah, they're close by. Hey, the reason why I wanted to go there is because Randy's Donuts from LA is there. That's why.
Who?
Randy's Donuts, the famous donut shop as you head down.
Yeah, I seen Randy's. I didn't know that was Donuts, but I've seen Randy's Donuts.
Randy's Donuts is from LA, baby. As you head to the airport, as you head to LAX with the Black Star Hex, you always look for the big donut on the roof, and then you stop in, you get yourself some coffee and some apple fritter, and then you head over to the terminal, the international terminal, to fly out. All satisfied that you had that sweet, tasty, delicious, chunky apple, the best apple fritters in the world.
Well, I won't be able to try it unless I go to Manila because I'm not going through LA. I'm going through Chicago.
Chicago. It wouldn't surprise me if they're showing up in airports all over the world by now.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm flying out of Albany to Chicago, from Chicago to Montreal, from Montreal to listen to me, Tokyo, and from Tokyo to Cebu City, Makati.
That's the way to do it.
Mactan.
Mactan, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. And that way I can avoid Manila because I hear their international airport sucks.
You know, it's not the most pleasurable airport to fly out of or fly into, but we're doing it. We're doing it this time around.
Well, I will do the the national or whatever they want to call it, from like Cebu to Manila when I go to visit Manila. You know, I'm unless they got the train running, then I might just go to Clark, visit with Tim, and then take the train into Manila if they got that up.
I like Clark a lot. I mean, that is a pleasurable experience all the way around. World-class airport, and if we could have made it work to fly through Clark, we would have done it.
Well, if I would have gone through Clark before I gone through Manila, but I was able to get it direct into Cebu, which for me works a little bit better because I'm going to, I don't have to, I'm here now. I got to get on the plane again and go into Cebu.
We're going to be there for Chinese New Year's on February 17th.
I'm going to be here working.
We're going to be celebrating with dragon dances and the rest.
If I remember right, the 17th is a Tuesday.
Is it?
If I remember right, I think the 15th.
You know what bugged me about that is the premium they're charging for hotel rooms right in that area. So I was only able to get two nights in one of the hotels near Binondo, is that what they call it? Chinatown, because of Chinese New Year. They're charging even the Red Planet is charging double money, $60 a night. I won't pay that for the Red Planet.
Yeah. Mike says year of the horse.
The year of the horse, giddy up.
Well, I was born in the year of the snake.
And I think I'm the year of the cock.
Cock of the walk, buddy.
Yeah, I'm the cock of the walk.
But it's like I said, I'm the year of the snake. I was born in 53. And what can I say? Every 12 years, my birth year comes up. It'll be a while before I get my next one. But yeah, I am just getting a little more excited. It'll really hit when I retire, when I actually quit working. That's when the real excitement will hit because I know I'm done.
It's so strange. People have a different experience when they retire. I had a lot of friends. I don't know why, but they went through this period of depression. I have no idea why. My gosh, when you've worked your entire life and then all of a sudden you call it a day, what's to be sad or depressed about that, But a lot of people, they identify with what they do for a living, and
you're right, but part of it, if they're your friends, they go through a little bit of depression knowing they're not going to see you again. If they're good friends,
you have your work family. You have your work family, and then you have your home life, and you're spending more time with your work family than anybody else.
Well, the one thing about my job, the big breakup for my
you got no friends. That's what you're about ready to say, right, Larry?
My work family, the big breakup with my work family is when I left Rochester.
Yeah.
Because I was up there for so many years at one spot. Now I've been down here the 15th of February this month. I will be here in this apartment for 5 years. And
that's a nice place. That's a nice hangout spot, though.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, after 5 years here, I have worked many different places.
Oh, they keep moving you around.
Yeah, well, yeah, I might be somewhere for a year, then somewhere else for a year and a half, or for 6 months. Uh, I've been at this place now for about a year. I've worked at two different buildings in that year, but same group of people. Uh, but the group I worked with at the building 11, I don't see them much anymore. I see two of them, and that's it. One guy comes over when we're fully staffed. He'll come over at about 2 o'clock and finish his day over with us, me and the other guard. And the other guy, I only see him once in a blue moon. That's my boss. The other guys, I might talk to them on the phone when I have to call over there for something.
Oh, they don't have to check up on you, Larry.
No, I call them. They don't really don't call me unless it's to tell me something that's, hey, look, they're letting people go home early tonight because of the weather. If you want to go, you can lock up after everybody's gone and leave. That's the only time they call me. I mean, otherwise they don't, because we had that one because of a big snowstorm, and the last person didn't leave till almost 5 o'clock. I get off at 6, so I stayed till 6. Went ahead and got paid. Why leave an hour early? If that, by the time I get everything locked up and ready to go.
Oh, who's that? Is that Tim? Is Tim in the house?
Yeah, Tim's here.
You know what? I agree with Tim. That statement he just made about many people wondering how they ever got anything done while they were working, because we're so friggin' busy, in retirement. We're so busy.
I'm going to be as busy as a bee.
I mean, the days just fly by. Time is just flying by. It makes me sad in a way.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I'm looking forward to is whenever I get up each and every day, I can decide if I want to do something or not. Except for when there's a deadline like renewing the visa or something like that.
Oh yeah, if you hang at Cebu, you'll be going over to the Ghost Mall once a month or once every couple of months. Yeah, don't let the ghost get you over there, Larry. Gracianos, go across the street.
Hey, if she's good looking, she can catch me all she wants.
Go over there to the cemetery across the street. Ask the flower gal if she's ever seen ghosts walking around in the cemetery. She will tell you the truth about that. I'm telling you, it's like this. Oh, yes, sir. I have. I don't come around here at night. That's why they call Gracianos the Ghost Mall.
Okay, well, that's fine. I won't be there at night. But because isn't the visa office closed at that time of night?
Yeah, it's closed, all right. Nobody's hanging around that mall in the evening time. When the sun goes down, you get inside, you get indoors.
Tim says, I think I'm as busy with errands on my days off from the gym.
Yeah, that's right. You need those workouts. Well, don't skimp on the workouts. Here's mine right here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, start over. 1.
Those 12-ounce girls. Those 12-ounce girls. Yeah, I'll be doing those myself.
Oh, look at this. This is how you could tell it's an official Starbucks cup right here.
Because the bottom?
Yeah, it's got a little moniker thing on the bottom. Okay. Got a little logo.
Well, I'm going to be taking, I think I showed you the one I'm going to take.
Mm-hmm.
The one about the sailor. And then I got one here. I can grab it real quick. Let me show you. Where's it at? Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Now, nice. I'm going to take that.
Oh, yeah.
Got my name on it.
Oh, yeah. Custom.
Yeah, well, I donated to the American Veterans Disabled Memorial. The
nice.
they put up. I know they asked for so much money, and I sent it to them. I didn't even think about the cup. They sent me the cup with my name on it, and I like the inside of it because it's a dark blue, so it doesn't stain when you drink.
Oh, Tita Maria's here. Hey, she was just saying she sleeps a little bit in the afternoon. You know, I'm starting to doze off in the afternoon now.
Well, once I retire, if I'm like I am right now, I'll probably be taking naps in the afternoon. I don't do it right now because it messes up my sleep. But once I quit working, I can lay down if I only sleep 4 hours, get up for a while, move around, do things. Because I usually wake up after 4 or 5 hours, then go back to bed for a while.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be wanting to take that afternoon nap once you start hanging around the Friday and Saturday nights in Mango, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink.
I won't be there. I'll be at the one of the malls hanging out.
Well, you'll be at Bo's Coffee most likely. That's probably where we'll find you.
Bo's or someplace like that.
Yeah, or maybe next door to
Jollibee's.
Figaro's for the cucumber juice.
I want the calamansi juice. Is that it?
Oh yeah, calamansi. Yeah, you can get that there too. Cucumber, calamansi. The only two reasons to go to Figaro's.
The calamansi, I had that when the same year festival where I bought the hat at. And if I realized, and I bought it just to take with me.
You know something? I went by a vendor yesterday. We walked by and they were selling calamansi juice that they had made homemade and put in a water bottle. And I was getting ready to pick it up, and I thought to myself, you know, that's the same color as my pee. I probably don't want to buy it. It kind of turned me off a little bit since I don't know the origin of the juice, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I had that calamansi at that Filipino festival a couple of years ago.
Yeah, Bo's Coffee is expensive. It is a little bit of an expensive place to hang out. That's true. You'll do much better hanging out at the what's that coffee shop that's 39? Oh, the 39 Coffee. There you go, Mike. Maybe that's why they have that name, the 39 Coffee Shop, or the one that sits out there in front of the J Mall in what's the name of it? J&M. What's the name of the mall? J&M's Square Mall or something like that, where everybody hangs out. Down in front of the behind the McDonald's in La Hougue. Anyway, I can't think of the name of it now, but you'll find it. They're everywhere. They're in Ayala. They're in IT Park. You're going to find them anywhere.
Do they have donuts?
No, they only have snacks, and they have that 39 Coffee.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying though, because Tim says don't. Not who was it that said that? Oh, Tim, I was right. Tim said, Dan, don't forget the donuts. And,
I know. Why are people trying to get me to go to the JC Donut Shop? My friends are saying, man, you like Dunkin', you got to get over to JC Donuts.
Maybe because it's cheaper.
I'll wave as I'm passing by. That's what I plan on doing, Tim. I always make sure I wave as I'm passing by, headed for the Dunkin'.
Mike says one thirsty calamansi is good.
And you know, Larice, she likes that other donut shop. I can't even mention it. It doesn't roll off the tongue the way that Dunkin' does.
Krispy Kreme.
You said it. Oh my God, you said the name. I'm never going to be the same for the rest of the day.
We had a place back in my hometown, Terre Haute, that their donuts was similar to Krispy Kreme before Krispy Kreme. And it was called Square Donuts. And they actually was a square donut. They made a square donut.
You know what? I like that idea. I like square. They're easier to pack in a box.
But anyway, they had been making.
I like square pumpkins and square watermelons too.
But anyway, they've been making square donuts for so long that they're the only ones that made it. Okay, and they had a part breakdown, and they called up the place that they bought the original machine from to get the part. And they said, we've never made it. And they took in the order and they looked and said, oh, and so they made the part for them. So they continued making it because they had to have that part to make square donuts. And they're, like I said, they're the only place I know of in the United States that made square donuts. There was people that lived out of town that whenever they came into Terre Haute, they would always buy some square donuts to take back home with them.
Oh, it's unique. That's like Wendy's square hamburger, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they really did taste. They were really tasted a lot like the Krispy Kreme donut, back before Krispy Kreme made donuts. So especially if
Krispy Kreme, you know why they taste so delicious? Is because they're just air with a whole bunch of sugar packed in there.
Could be, but they taste great.
Even when they frost them, they're frosting the donuts that aren't the fresh ones coming off the machine. So they've already been covered in the glaze, and then they're putting additional chocolate and whatever toppings on it. Oh my God.
I just hate the plain.
Yeah.
You know, that, and when they were warm, they were really good. And once they got
wait, I just gave myself away. Now I'm gonna get a PM from Larry saying, how do you know what they taste like, Dan?
Oh man, Tim just said there's a Tim Horton at SM Clark. I'll have to try.
Yeah, there is, but it's expensive, you know. I don't know. I can't even afford to eat there. I can't even afford to buy anything there. Tim Hortons, that place is empty. Only the rich and famous go there.
Well, then I'll be there. I'll be there looking for you.
It's perfect for you, Larry.
I'll be there. Well, see, when I lived up in Rochester area, they had Tim Hortons all around that area.
Why, I wouldn't be surprised if people interrupt your donut to get your autograph and get a selfie with them.
Only if you're with me. They won't recognize me. I'll be incognito.
You'll probably be the next regular guy. You could call your channel Regular Larry.
No. I think I am going to go with Triple L in the Philippines.
Oh no! Don't do it. Don't do it. It sounds too much like Geo in the Philippines.
How about should I go Triple L in Paradise?
Hey, what do you think Geo? So Geo's down in Africa. So what do you think he's doing there?
Hunting dark.
Hey, you know what? That sounds like kind of like fun, you know, to go down there and see what it's all about at least once in your lifetime.
And I'm sorry, I have no desire to go to Africa. I have no desire to go to Europe even.
You know, it's got where he's hanging out. Where he's hanging out has a very interesting and unique history. And I could see why he really wants to go there to visit the monuments and things like that.
Yeah. Now, Mike says, he's talking about Tim Hortons. He says, cheaper than Starbucks and Moe Coffee. And Tim says the last time he was there, it was packed. And Mike says there's Tim Hortons in Manila as well.
Take a picture and show me. I want you to prove it to me, Tim. Take a picture, send it to me.
Like I said, Mike says there's one in Manila as well.
But I will, since I brought it up, Wendy's. I like the Wendy's. You know why, Tim? You know the Wendy's in Clark Mall there? Why would I like the Wendy's there? Tell me. Tim knows. Tim probably knows why I like not because of the square hamburgers. It's because they have that delicious salad selection there. And it's hard to get lettuce in the Philippines. So we have guys that are growing lettuce. They're doing it. What do they call it? They're growing the lettuce. What do they call it? Hydroponic gardening.
Yeah. I was following a guy that it was a long distance relationship he was going, and his wife was in the Philippines and he was there, and he'd go over and visit and go back until he got her over to the States.
Yeah, yes, Mike is right. How did you know that, Mike? How did you know what salad that I was going for? Mike knows me too well. He's been watching too long.
But one of the things, the video he did was on that hydroponic growing. But yeah, it just, I don't know. It's hydroponic, I guess, makes sense living in the cold area like I do. If you want to grow stuff during the winter, just set it up and do it. Get a grow light and grow your vegetables and whatever.
You know what? You know why he grows it that way? We have a farmer that does it. He shows up and he sold out within minutes. After he flips open the door on that truck, you got people coming in there from fancy restaurants to regular guys like me wanting. They're desperate for lettuce, and I could see why the guy grows it like that. It's because he's protecting it from the infestation. You know, the bugs.
Yeah.
You know, it'll destroy the crop. It destroys it so easily here in the Philippines.
Well, like I said, in the States, you can do it that way, and you can grow it all year round because you're in temperature control.
Well, it's pesticide free too. He grows it without using any kind. Yeah.
Organically.
Organically, that's right.
Yeah. Tim says he only
Organic
goes for the
is important.
You know what the Timbits are, don't you?
That's a play on his name, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what it is, right? The donut holes.
Oh, the Timbits. Oh,
the
Tim Horton donut hole. I'm a munchkin man. You know that. I like the munchkins. I like the little munchkins. You know, every time I'm eating a munchkin, I'm thinking of the Wizard of Oz. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
We got Crystal here, guys.
Chris's adventure. Let it go. Let it go.
I love that. I love that video.
That's why I use it. That's why I use it so much, is because it cracks me up every time I see it. Even I'm editing and I know what's coming, I'm still busting up laughing. I don't know how she came up with that idea, quite frankly. She's a genius.
Well, at least compared to me, she is.
She's a genius, absolutely. Ooh.
Tim goes, a head of lettuce here is the size of your fist.
Yeah, so this guy doesn't bring the whole lettuce. He brings the leaves. That's what people want. They don't want the core. They want the leaves. He's a very smart guy as far as marketing his product, Tim.
Mike says, with all these giant stores closing, someone should open farms in towers.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
Hey, Coin Society, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming.
Well, it's one of the things that we're going to try anyway. We're going to try and grow hydroponically once we're done with this house. We have 2 projects coming up. I could give you a little preview. One of them is building a pickleball court, so we're shopping for the land now. And then the other one is, because it's sweeping globally, pickleball is going to be an Olympic sport soon. We want to jump on the bandwagon. And the second thing is the hydroponic farm, and maybe we'll combine those ideas together into one.
Yeah. Well, the pickleball is growing exponentially.
Pickleball courts, they're showing up all over the world, everywhere. They're putting them wherever they can fit a court.
It's a fast-growing sport.
People are putting them in their backyards if they have the space.
Yeah. And
so I like it. I like the idea.
I think it would be a good business to get into if you have the land.
Oh my gosh!
If you're going to get into it as a business, you want more than one court. I would think you want 2 or 3. Maybe.
4 deal. You know, and I'm short 2 courts right now, Larry.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a 4 courts.
I'm down about 2 courts.
I'm 4 quarts short of a gallon.
Yeah, exactly. Do you see? I don't know if you could see it or not. Nah, you probably can't. But I'm trying to get a picture of the cats. I don't know how to flip my camera around. Yeah. I'm trying to do it now in the mirror. Now I can't do it. I don't know how to flip my camera around. It's too complicated for me.
Okay.
It's too complicated.
Hello,
Jen, you got one of them fancy. You got one of them fancy cameras, didn't you? Brand spanking new GoPro, right?
Yeah, well, no, I got a DJI.
Ah,
It's a GoPro knockoff, but
it's a
not a
GoPro
cheap one.
knockoff. Have you played with it? Does it work?
Yeah, it works.
Uh,
I've done a couple of videos with it. My first edited video was done with it. The video I said is my first edited,
hey,
that was done with it.
you know what? I forgot. We could have been simulcasting this broadcast.
Well, if you want to bring it up, go ahead. We'll do it.
Yeah, we could have been doing that, but I can't now because I got to go check up on my guys. I got a couple of guys working here. I got to go take care of them.
And don't forget, Jen and Mike's Journey said hi to you.
Hello, how are you guys? And we'll see everybody later. I got to run out.
Thanks for coming up, man.
Oh, sure. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, a week from today.
Bye.
Only be 100 days to go then. Counting down, baby. Counting down.
Count down them numbers.
Yeah. Countdown. Like I said, it's 40 working days. So next weekend will be 36 working days. Because I work 4 days a week. So we're getting there. And Dan, you're still there? You want me to take you out or? But you're frozen. I'm going to go ahead and remove you, Dan. Like I said. Oh, I don't know. Anybody else want to come up? Come on up. More than willing to entertain someone else. And so, yeah, like I said, we're getting there. Like I said, I don't know how many days it is to the day I retire. I do know it's 40 working days. I haven't added up the days on that yet, counting the days off. So that's 10 weeks. So add another about 70 days till I retire, thereabouts. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, somewhere in there. Like I said, I'd have to count it up, how many days. But I'm just going to count the working days only. Michelle, thank you for staying. I really appreciate it. Yes, it does. It has a pause button. I can pause. Both on my cell phones or my camera. Although I usually, because I can edit on my laptop, I usually don't hit the pause, although I have. Because I just wanted to cut something out, not show it. And it's like, well, let's pause it, and I'll pick back up when I come out. And then, and actually, what happened was it actually started another one, so I added them all together. And then I deleted some and did that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm still trying to practice editing. But I haven't, with as cold as it hasn't been above this week since last weekend. Yeah, Tim. 10 work weeks because I only work 4 days a week. So it's 10 work weeks. And that's what I got left. But like I said, I got 7 days right now till I leave. Next Saturday will be 100 days and 36 work days. So we're going to start counting that stuff down. I've already decided I am going to ship some stuff over. If I got to call the hotel and see if I can ship it to them. If I can, that's where I'll ship it to. I'll do a flight, ship some stuff over that way because got a little more leeway with weight. You just pay for the weight. You also got a little more leeway with the. I plan on taking some stuff that. Yeah, if you take it by plane, you have to limit it to a weight limit of what that is, because anything over that is not considered for personal use. And I think if I ship it by air, I can ship over the weight a little bit. I'll find that out. I can't. I was going to call them today, but I couldn't because they're closed on the weekend. So I got to call them on Monday. I'm thinking about shipping it by DHL because there's one local, and there's one to be in Indiana. I mean, I can ship the DHL, no problem. So we'll do that instead of going with LBC. We're going to go DHL. I do believe that's the way I'll go, and I still may take an extra luggage, but that'll depend on what I have left to pack up that I don't want to get rid of. So I know how to ship things. That's been taken care of. I haven't decided if I want a virtual mailbox. I'm thinking I might just go with changing my address to my nephew's house, and then just let him know that, hey, look, if it looks like junk, open it up. If it is, just throw it away. And I'll pay if it has to be something shipped over to me. I'll pay him to ship it if he's willing to do that. If not, then I'll get a virtual mailbox, but I can't make that decision until I talk to him. I really don't want to bother him with that right now. His dad broke his ankle, so he's helping with his dad. His dad's back at the rehabilitation center with a broken ankle, and he spends a lot of time over there helping his dad out. This is my brother-in-law and my youngest nephew that live in Batavia area, and but his dad's over in Rochester area for the rehabilitation center, so he spends a lot of time over there. So he's not home a lot. So I'll talk to him again later and see what he wants to do. I know I can change my address to his address, but I don't know if he wants to handle the mail. If he doesn't, then I'll get a virtual mailbox. So that's I still got to get that figured out. I'm pretty close to knowing what I'm going to do there as well. Like I said, the e-travel registration, I can't do that till just before I go. I already know how to get more money. When needed, I already know how much money I'm taking with me. I almost have that all. And I don't know how long my visit is going to be. I do know it's going to be an extended visit. I haven't decided. I won't decide until after I get there how long. I did promise myself I'll stay at least a year and a half minimum, because I want to see. The Philippines is going to be just like here in the United States, in that not every place I'm going to like. I don't like every place in the United States. I'm not crazy about New York City. I'm not crazy about Chicago. Wasn't crazy about Los Angeles. Seattle didn't really impress me that much. Dallas, Fort Worth didn't do a whole lot for me when I was younger. St. Louis was okay, but not great. Hey, Monroe, thanks for coming, man. So like I said, those places, I've been to those places. No, I didn't see that, Tim. I'll have to check it out. What was that on 90? Do you know if that was? Oh, yeah. Well, the throughway, yeah, it'd be 90. I'm pretty sure my nephew wasn't in it because he hates taking the throughway. So, knowing my nephew, he was not involved in that. And so, yeah. Did they get a lot of snow or something? Or just somebody was, or was it fog? Because we didn't get any snow at all here. We did not get any snow at all. And I'll look out there again, but I looked out there shortly before I started this live stream, and and they're not calling for us to get any snow. But like I said, it's been real cold this whole week. It's been down below zero a couple of times and not much above 15. And we're talking Fahrenheit. I think the warmest day was maybe 15. And we got about maybe about 4 below for one day. Now, next week, it'll be cold. There might even be a couple of days down around zero, but we're going to be up mostly in the 20s for the highs. We're talking the highs here, which for the last couple of weeks, that's going to feel warm compared to the last couple of weeks. We haven't been that warm for a while. So that'll be nice. Monday's supposed to be up to almost 29. That's going to be about the warmest day, Monday or Tuesday. It's going to be up around 30. The rest of the week is going to be around, for the highs, around 25, 20 to 25. But all that is warmer than what it's been in the last couple of weeks. So it'll be nice to have that come in. And hopefully they're correct about that. I'm not a big fan of ice. Here's what I dislike about winter. And I'll go in the reverse or the thing I don't mind between the three things I hate most about winter, the thing that bothers me the least is the cold. The second thing that bothers me the least is the snow. And the first thing that bothers me the most is ice. For those in the Philippines that don't know what I'm talking about when I say ice, well, we'll get freezing rain and it'll get ice everywhere, and it's very slick to walk on. If it get enough ice on the trees and the power lines, it breaks them. It'll snap the lines. It'll snap tree limbs off. It'll make it almost. You have to dig your car, all the ice off your car. So ice can be very damaging. It's very, very pretty to look at on certain things, but it's very deadly. And snow is a pain. You have to drive in it. You have to walk in it. You have to clean your car off. But like I said, it's not as deadly really as ice, although snow can be deadly. Cold, well, cold's just cold. I mean, if that's all it is. Okay, that was probably back when we got our snow last weekend. We got really bad last weekend. We got over 12 inches of snow last weekend ourselves. And that they probably got a little more. It wouldn't surprise me any. They might have got less, but they got nailed up there too. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But no, I hadn't heard about it. But I don't follow the news up there as much as probably I should. I follow the news back home where I'm from. Actually, not my hometown. I get the Indianapolis weather update. Every once in a while, I'll check it out because it'll tell me what's going on in my hometown and what's going on around it. And that's kind of important to know when I decide to go back home. And congratulations on having over 2,000. And Hannah, congratulations on having over 2,300, almost 24. Christina, thank you for coming. But yeah, so it's just it's like I said, I really don't like winter. And this will, if I come back in the United States, it will not be during the winter. No way. So that means I'll probably stay there at least 2 years. Let's be honest about it, just so I can avoid winter. Even, like I said, even if I decide to come back. But there's so many places to check out. I mean, I'm going to Cebu, but will I want to stay in Cebu? There's Dumaguete right across the way from it, and Valencia and all that area over there. Then Iloilo, there's Davao, there's Angeles, Clark area. There's Leyte, some areas in Leyte I'd like to check out. There's some other places on Luzon that would be nice to check out. If I was to move to Luzon, it'd probably either be close to Manila or be down around maybe Subic Bay or Lipe. LIPA, I think it's what it's spelled. There's an area over there. But, who knows? Like I said, when you go, like I said, I've been to some of the, like San Diego. I like San Diego better than I did Chicago or New York City or any of those places. I like San Diego better than Seattle, although Seattle was a gorgeous city. I just didn't care for it that much. Now, if I was going to live in that area, I'd probably stay in Bremerton, which is where the Navy's at. Then you're right across the Sound. You can either take a ferry over, and they got a bridge that you can drive over to Seattle. Or maybe I'd stay outside of Tacoma. Whew. We don't have anywhere near that much, Tim. We got 40-some inches, about 44, maybe a little more, which for my area is over our average winter. Our average winter is about 34 inches. And hello, Becky. How you doing? Now, how do you know about me? Did somebody send you here, or you just find it? Let me do it this way. I'm just okay. Now, Becky, I just checked out your channel. You got 51 followers, but you don't have any videos. But if you like, I'm going to go ahead and give you a blue jacket. There you go. So you don't feel lonely. I feel safe that you're not a troll. So we'll give you a blue jacket. I can always remove it if you are, but I don't think you are. So welcome to the channel. I'm just a small-time vlogger. I have just under 1,500 followers. The countdown is my countdown till I leave for the Philippines. I'm going to the Philippines, and I will stay in the Philippines for a few years, a year and a half to 2 years. I promised myself that for my retirement. I'm retiring this year. I'm an older gentleman. And when I say older, I mean I'm, well, yeah, I'm in my, let me put it to you this way. I'm well past the minimum age for retirement. I'm actually past the age of what they call the normal retirement age. So I'm even past full retirement age. But I don't look and I don't act it. So, and so anyway, this, like I said, I got 107 days right now. Next Saturday will be 100. I got 40 working days till I retire. And then I go on vacation here in the States to visit family after the 40 working days, which is about 10 weeks because I only work 4 days a week. And then I will then, like I said, leave on my date. I'm leaving is May 18th. It's a Monday. I'll leave early Monday morning, that morning. And I'll get in, because there's the time difference. It would be 10 o'clock on the 19th here in the morning, but it'll be 10 o'clock at night on the 19th in the Philippines. And I'll go from the airport to my hotel, and I'll probably just stay. I'm staying at this one hotel for 2 days. I'll stay there, try to get some sleep, and see how everything goes. Just because of the long flight, it's going to be like 20. Counting the layovers, it'll be 28 hours, just over. So anyway, I'll do that. And then I'll transfer to a different hotel in Cebu City itself. My first hotel is going to be in Lapu? Yeah, Lapu, I believe. Right outside of the airport, just like maybe 15 minutes by car, 10, 15 minutes away from the airport. So I'll be staying there for 2 days, and then I'll go to my hotel in Cebu City, and I'll try to decide where I want to live. I was going to ask Dan. I'll do that next week. It's not a big hurry. Dan's the one that recommended the hotel I'm staying at in Cebu City. Yeah, Lapu-Lapu. I'll be there for from the 19th. I had to pay for the whole 19th because I get in at 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to wait around till 2 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. So I'm paying for the 19th, which I'll be there most of that day. I'll get there and sleep that night, and I'm staying another day. I'm staying through the 21st. Then on the 21st, I go into Cebu City, and that's where I want to send my ship my stuff is to the one in Cebu City, because I'm going to be there for 8 days, and I will look for a place to actually stay, sign a lease of at least 3 or 4 months, probably longer. If I have to, I'll sign one for 6 months or a year. Doesn't mean I'll stay. The thing about being there, if I decide Cebu City is not for me, it'll be my home base, where I can leave my stuff and travel to these other places to see which ones I may like to move to. So that gives me plenty of time to do that. I'm not in a big rush. Like I said, I'm retired. I'm not dating anybody. I'm not looking to date right now. I don't believe in long distance relationships, and I'm not sure if I want a relationship when I first get there, because I want to pick the place that I like, and then if I meet somebody there, that's fine. If I meet somebody that's willing to go there, that's fine. But I'm not looking. I really am not. At my age, just to be blunt, my sex drive isn't that great. It really isn't. Now maybe it'll improve when I get into a little bit better health and get around more. But right now it's just not that great, and so I'm not too worried about that. But I would love to find a female companion for just companionship, not necessarily sex. In other words, somebody to hang out with, male or female. But I would prefer a female, so people, yeah, just get a different point of view. But like I said, right now I'm not looking for anything but to get there, get these fixed, and figure out where I want to live. That's why I'm going to be in Cebu at least 3 or 4 months, because I want to get these done. I want to find a good place to do it, and make sure everything's going well. Hey, Jalen, how you doing, Jalen? Thanks for coming. And so, yeah, we're looking forward to. Like I said, each week I'm going to get a little more excited, folks. Especially now that I've actually started down on my work days till I retire, and that's what the 40 days are. That's my work days, which is going to be about 10 weeks, because I only work 4 days a week. So each week from the next weekend, it will be 36 instead of 40. And that's what excites me the most, the number of days till I retire. You want to know the truth. And that's exciting me the most. But so yeah, we're just trying to have a good time. And today I didn't go out. I don't think it got above 11 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see if it gives me the. Now here it says -8 degrees. That must be Celsius. unless they're talking about wind chill. And so, like I said, it's been very cold. Today was supposed to be very cold, then it's supposed to start warming back up a little bit. Chelsea, how you doing, Chelsea? Thanks for coming. But so yeah, it just, like I said, every week's going to get a little more exciting. And it's just that simple. And oh yes, and like I said, what got me more excited is the countdown to my last working day. My official retirement will actually be later because I'm taking my vacation at the end of my last working day. So it'll be about a week after I retire will be my official retirement day. But we're not worried about that because it's the day my last day to work. And right now I'm planning on making that April 10th. And like I said, it's 4 days a week. You count it up. That's 40 working days. And I just sat down and figured that out yesterday. And that really did make me feel more excited about what I was doing. I'm going to enjoy that countdown right now, probably more than the countdown to get to leave. That's all right, Tina Marie. That's okay. I'm just saying, by counting down the days till my last work day has actually got me more excited than counting down the days till I go to the Philippines. Maybe because it's closer. Maybe because that's the first step towards my going to the Philippines. Like I said, it's 40 working days. And yeah, it really does make me more excited. Because like I said, that's 10 weeks till I retire. And I'll retire on a Friday. I work Tuesday through Fridays. But so yeah, it is getting excited. And Becky, that's Tita, is Tita, not Tet. Tita. And but yeah, it's just like I said, when I sat down and counted what I had left, that's what I started getting excited. Really, that's when I started getting excited. So that did make me happy. Like I said, there's some things I got to get done still. Like I got to take some of this stuff down and pack it up and see what I'm shipping off, see what I'm keeping. I mean, getting rid of. What I'm keeping is what I'm shipping off. But I'll see what I want to give away to the family members if they want it. And then get rid of the other stuff, like the furniture. I got a real nice sleeper sofa. I got a real nice recliner. I got a couple of really, really nice end tables. So I'll probably sell those. I got a couple racks for, there's a cooking rack, or basically that's what that is. I got another rack around the corner. It's basically it's different than this one, but it's another rack for storage of cooking supplies. And I got a rack over here that's for photos and stuff like that. I won't get a lot out of those. They're fairly inexpensive when I bought them. I'm not worried about it, Tina. I'm just going to sell it for what I can get for it. Because if I sell everything, all my furniture now, then what am I going to use? It's just that simple, Tina. I just as soon sell it all at one time, get whatever I can out of it, because I really don't care. I thought about just giving it all away. You know, just say, hey, look, come in, take whatever you want, and let's get it out of here. I really did think about doing that. And but I thought, well, I'll sell what I can, and I'll take that money, and I'm going to get my place cleaned up by professionals. I'll have them clean it, which will probably cost me as much, if not more, than what my deposit is. But that's okay. They're going to tear this place apart anyway. But I'm sure if I don't get it cleaned up, I won't get any of my deposit back. I'm going to go through my clothing when the weather starts getting a little nicer. Get rid of my winter clothes, because I might keep a couple of winter pants and take with me. Our pants I wear during the winter, they're not really winter pants. It's stuff that I can wear. But in other words, long-legged cargo pants, the long ones, a little heavier than the shorts. I'll keep 1 or 2 pairs of those. I'm not keeping any sweaters. I may keep a jacket, but it'll be the summer type rain jacket. Oh, I know. I can't say how fast I know it'll go for retirement, but I know how fast time flies when you're on vacation. It goes real quick. You think, a week, oh man, or 2 weeks, and then boom, it's like, man, I wish I had more time. I'm going home for about 3 weeks this time, maybe a little longer. Then I'm going to stop. When I come back, I'm going to stop in Batavia, visit my nephew and my brother-in-law. Then I'm going to come back here to Waterville area. I won't be in my apartment because I'm going to be out of that. I'll come back to Albany area and visit with a couple friends and their families, a brother and sister I know. I've known for many years, and I know their whole family, the husband or the wife, and the kids. So I'll visit with them for a couple of days. I'll sell my car probably that Friday. I'll sell it through either Carvana or one of the dealerships. See whoever wants to give me the most money for it, pay off the car and give me the most money. That money will go into the bank as part of my emergency fund. And then I got enough money in my other account that I can go about 2 or 3 months without worrying about getting money from the other account. So I'll be building that up. I would like to add more money. I got enough money that I feel comfortable to go. But I was not signing another year lease. I would have liked to work it out through the summer. But every month, because I don't sign a year lease, every month my rent goes up $100 or more. It's taking a $400 jump in March. It's going to jump $400, and after that, every month, $100 or more each month. And that's a big jump, especially that first one. And so, like I said, I'm just not going to work through the summer. I just can't justify it, because pretty soon the money I'd be making, I'm spending all on my rent and my utilities. So it's time to get out of here. I appreciate it, Tim. I will. I will definitely give you a heads up, you and Dan both. Like I said, this countdown to retirement really is what really set into me. What really got it set in, because you're looking at over 100 days. That's over 3 months. You're a little more relaxed. But when you're looking at just 10 weeks till you retire, that's just a little over 2 months. And those days you work, I really can't do a lot because it's 10-hour days. And when you count the time I leave till the time I get back home, you're looking at over 11-hour days. Well, I don't know if I'm going to go with the same dealership or a competitor, Dan. I'll probably check with the same dealership. But the dealership I'm thinking about selling it back to is the one that's done all the work on it. They have done almost every oil change, tire rotation, new tires, the filter changes, all that stuff. They've done it all. I started going to them because I bought the car during 2021, brand new car, and you had to make an appointment. They didn't have any just drive up and wait in line and get your car oil change. Oh no! And it would over a week before you could get in. Well, I was getting ready to go back to Indiana, and this other dealership, which is actually just as close, if not closer, to me, had a same day. You could drive up, now you had to wait. So the earlier you got there, the quicker it would get done. But you just drive in and wait. They'd take your car when it was time. You sit in your car, they tell you, all right, this is what you need done. You tell them what you need done. And then you went and sat down and waited. When it was done, they come get you. And then I don't know how many times I had the oil change when the dealership I bought the car from finally opened up theirs. And the dealership I've been going to never closed theirs. And I guess they figured they were losing too much business by not having it open. Because like I said, they were booked out. You had to book a week or more in advance to get in and get your car, just your oil change. And your tire rotated. You had to book over a week in advance. It's like, no, I'm leaving here next week. I'm not doing that when I can drive over here and just do it. Yeah, but Tim, your 1,000 pesos per month by 400. The first month beats that, and every month after that by 100 probably beats that 1,000. I would rather have the 1,000 peso increase per month. But although I would look for a long term, I want to find a long term. And so that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'll get a hold of Dan too, Tim, when I go to retire. Because Dan, if you want, one of the things I wanted to know from you is that place that you had that you could sit out in the hallway and feel the breeze. Was that at 18, or is that a different place? Because if that's a different place, that's one of the places I'd like to check out. So I'll have you, you can send me that information when it's closer to retirement. Because I kind of like the idea of if the weather's bad, I can go out and sit in the hallway or somewhere where I can feel the breeze and have my coffee instead of staying in the room. And so that's something I'd like to find out. But we'll see. It's just, oh, Tim, that's less than my utilities. That's less than my electric bill. My electric bill's over $200 a month, and it's not getting cheaper either. They keep raising it, and I don't know what it'll eventually end up at, but we'll see. That's yeah, no. We yeah. I would love to find a place. Now, in Cebu, I'd love to find a place under 400 that I like. Okay, so that's close by there. So that's a place I'll check out. But yeah, it's like I said, 18 Suites may have what I want. I don't know, but I'll find something. Yeah, Tina Marie. Tim lives in just outside of Angeles City in the Philippines. But yeah, he got a nice place there. His girlfriend comes by a lot, and he's got somebody that's a driver for him that he hires as a driver. I'm not sure if he's on retainer and doesn't drive for anybody else, or if Tim's only going to call him and he'll come get him and drive him around. I don't know. That's Tim's business. I know that in Cebu, I will not be a driver. I can tell you that. I'm not going to drive in that city, especially when you first get there. I mean, it's organized chaos for the people that live there. But if you're there, it's just chaos. I found that to be the same thing in China, and when I was in China, and I thought it was pretty similar to Japan, although Japan was a little bit better organized. But you know, what I thought. I knew it was getting close to time for her to show up. She usually shows up on Sundays, and but yeah, it's like I said, it just I am just every time I stop and think about how many working days, I just have to laugh because I love it. I really do. I love knowing it's only 40 days, working days. And like I said, that's got me more excited than going to the Philippines. But that's one of the reasons is because that's the first step. I have to retire before I go. It's just that simple. I got to retire because I don't want to come back to here in the winter. I don't know. Like I said, we haven't got anywhere near the snow we got when I lived up in Rochester area. Yeah. I can understand that, Cheetah. But yeah, like I said, well, you can look. There's a guy named, he's got a channel named Amazing Philippines. His name's Rod. And he does mostly videos on rentals, either condos or apartments. Now, Tim, do you think your girlfriend, would listen to Dan? Come on. She knows better than to listen to Dan. But yeah, he shows you different places, different price ranges. One bedrooms, studios, two bedrooms. He's been doing videos on apartments for 9, 10 years, mostly in Cebu. But he has been to other places as well. Now, some of the places he shows out of my price range. There was one place somebody was showing, it might have been him, was in my price range. Now, how much you had to pay above, like your utilities, I don't know. But the apartment was something like $320. It was a nice sized studio. But you had the use of a pool and a gym. You had a workout. So that made it, to me, made it decent price. Because you got a pool you can go swimming in, a gym you can go work out in. All right, Gcash. But yeah, I figured out how to send money. I'll probably figure out another way to do it a second way if I have to. All right, Tim. We'll still be here for a few. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I should be here for a while. But if anybody, like I said, I'll say it once again. If anybody wants to come up, the link is above in the comments section on your phone. Click on that; it'll bring you up. Just do me a favor. If I have not talked with you before, make sure I can see your picture. That's the only thing I ask, that you show your face. I've had too many people come up who were nothing but trolls, and they would get derogatory. And so I don't want people that don't want. If you're not willing to show your face, I'm not willing to bring you up. But show your face, we'll bring you up. Not a problem. Now, if you're a Filipina and you don't think your English is good enough, if I happen to follow you, you probably have good enough English. I know Crystal has good English. Michelle's English is pretty good. I think Hannah's is pretty good. But you may not feel comfortable, so I'm not going to say you have to come up. But you're more than welcome to come up. And but yeah, it just I look forward to meeting. Like I'll meet with Michelle when I'm in Cebu City. I'll get together with her. I'm trying to remember who else I was told, but it's skipping my mind right now. There's a couple others in Cebu I want to meet with. Dad knows who I'm talking about. They usually go over to the mall that he doesn't care for. But we'll meet up with a few people in Cebu. I want to meet up with Crystal sometime and Tim and Dan. I probably will try to get together with Elvie. Now, I don't know if you all know Elvie, but I know many of you do. So I'll probably try to get together with Elvie sometime, but I can't say when. I really don't know. That's cool, Tim. That's an app I'm going to have to get yeah, Mertz. Thank you. That's who I was thinking of, Dan, Mertz. I want to get together with Mertz. And so, yeah, there's a few other people that if I'm in their area where they're at, I want to meet up with. I do have some trinkets and stuff. But I won't say everything I have because I don't know if I have enough for everybody that I meet up with on one thing. But I will with most of you, especially those I meet at first. They'll get it. Mertz and Crystal. I'll save some for Crystal just to make sure she gets it. Probably the same thing with Elvie. I know Crystal likes what I'm thinking about. I think Elvie likes it. But we'll see. Well, now Michelle, Becky Davis says you don't reply to her. And I don't know why. I don't know if you've just not seen it or if you happen to know Becky. But Becky just been saying hi to everybody and asking how they're doing. As far as I can tell, she's just being polite. Like I said, she doesn't have a channel. Well, she's got a channel, but she doesn't have any videos up. She's only got 51 followers. I checked that out. Did not see a picture of what she looks like. But that's okay. Like I said, all I did was give her a blue jacket so she doesn't feel lonely. Like I said, I'm pretty sure with no videos up and only 51 followers, I'm taking a chance that she's not a troll. And if she starts trolling, then we'll block her and remove her. Now, is this Mike? Or is this Jen coming back? I can't keep you guys separate. Give me a minute, guys. I'm just checking something here. I don't know. Monroe, you still here? How about you, a coin? Coin Society? We'll just drop the A off of it. It sounds like I'm saying acorn, but I'm saying a coin. So we'll just say Coin Society. Okay. But hey, so anyway, we're just trying to enjoy ourselves and make sure I'm going to have to check out that place that Dan pointed out. It's one of the places I want to check out. I'll have to get the name from him again. It's in here right now. I'll find it. MIT residence. I'm going to have to check that place out when I get over there. I like the idea of what when Dan and Mad Minnie was staying there, when he was talking about how you can go outside. I think they were in the studio at the time, but you can go outside, and there was a setting area where you could feel the breeze and drink your coffee. When it was raining, you didn't have to go out in the rain, but you could still enjoy the weather somewhat. And you could hire somebody through the residency to come in and clean your apartment. I like that aspect too. I'm going to be honest with you, people. I am one of the worst. I'm a true bachelor. I hate cleaning. I'm not one of these. I'm more of those of you, which are not going to be very many in this chat, I don't think. Dan will and Tim will. Mike will probably, and maybe a couple others. But I am the Oscar Madison, not the Felix Unger of The Odd Couple. I am the slob. I hate cleaning. That's why I said I'm not going to clean this place. I vacuum once in a while. Where I sit and everything like that's fairly clean, but I don't dust near as much as I should. I do my dishes, and I don't mind doing dishes too often, but I don't like dusting. I don't like wiping walls down and cleaning the ceilings and all that good happy stuff. I'm just not into it. And like I said, I don't mind running the vacuum cleaner once in a while and doing that. And every once in a while, I'll take the vacuum cleaner and go around the edges of the ceiling just to make sure the cobwebs are down, that kind of stuff. But I don't do it near as well as I should. So I would just as soon pay somebody else. I agree with you, Dan. And I'm after 70. Thank God for the. I can't wait to learn to use one of those button guns. Because that'll make that easier too. But yeah, like I said, I am looking forward to. And there's a lot to see in Cebu, and there's the what is it, the Fort San Pablo or something like that. You got the Magellan's Cross. You got the top of Cebu. You've got the markets. You've got Colony Street, I think, or however you pronounce that name. You got the market there in IT Park where they got the food thing on the weekend. Love to see that. That's different phone. This is one of the old phones. I'm charging it up. I probably will get rid of it. I got a new one I'll probably take and use that for my phones in the Philippines because it's a dual SIM. So when I first get over there, I'll probably use a dual SIM card where I can have Smart and Globe both for a while until I decide what I want to keep. I may not do that. I may transfer one of my phones to it, but I'm thinking I'm going to keep my phone on separate so I can keep the data off so it doesn't use data because that can be expensive. I will have to add international phone calls to my phone bill, which will cost me an extra $10 a month. But that'll let me call my family back home. That'll let me call other places with my phone number, which is listed with the businesses that I do work with, such as my banks. They'll get my number. So when I call them, and they can text me stuff. So I'm going to do a lot of my business through my phone. So I'm probably going to cost me a little bit. I may change my mind after a while and get rid of it. But for the first year or so, I'm going to keep it. Well, Becky, Michelle may be gone already. It's going on 10 o'clock at night 10 o'clock in the morning, but she may be gone to church already. It's Sunday morning. So she might have left to go to church. She might be doing her own live stream. She does live streams. And so, just accept some people may not answer, Becky. Don't get worried about it. I mentioned it. Let it go. You said she wouldn't answer. I asked her to answer you, but she may not be in the live stream anymore. People don't stay the whole time. They come and they go. I mean, right now we have 10 people, but we've had more than 10 people come in. Some have left. So like I said, she may have left. She might have gone to church. This is Sunday morning in the Philippines. I don't know where you're at, Becky. I really don't. Your channel doesn't give me that information. But all you can do is say hi once or twice. If they don't answer, let it go. Don't take it personal. It's just that simple. And you got to learn not to take it. I don't even know how old you are, Becky. I mean, you may be young. I don't know. To me, you just got to learn to roll with it. Take it as it comes. Not everybody going to necessarily respond to you. Not everybody responds to me. I've been in vlogs where I asked a question that never gets answered. It just happens. She was here. Dan, Crystal was here. I don't know if she's still here, but she was here earlier. And we got Christina here right now. She was here for a while. I think left and came back. Like I said, they could go to church, and if we're still going when they come back, they may get back on. Becky, if you're going to act like that, I'm going to have to put you in a timeout. We don't do that. Just because she doesn't answer, you're not allowed to get rude. Now, I'm just going to tell you that right now. We're not playing that. So, all right. We're not going to play that game. If you can't any more of that, and I'm going to put you in a timeout. We're just not going to play it. I don't. Like my sign says, please be polite to each other, plus connect to each other. But you don't have to like each other. And I don't know, maybe you remind her of somebody she doesn't like. She may not be here. So just because she doesn't answer you, let it go. All right? It's just that simple. Michelle has not said anything for quite some time. So, like I said, well, there she is. She could be gone. Don't get rude. If you get rude, we'll have to put you in a timeout. And when I put you in a timeout, it'll be for the whole day. You won't be back. You won't be able to say hi to anybody. I'll let her know, Michelle, in case you don't see it. She's asked if you're okay, and please answer that you're okay. Now, if you do or not, that's up to you. But like I said, she could be in the background. People get in the background. They don't. She could be running her own live stream and just say something once in a while, then go back to doing what she's doing. I've done the same thing. When Monroe was here earlier, he had a live stream going before I started mine. I went in, talked for a little bit, put his on silence, and started my live stream, but I let him know I was going. So he knew what I was doing. But you don't have to do that. You can just do it on your own. I usually, if I want to be in the background, I tell people, but sometimes I don't. That's true, Crystal. And if he tries to force you, you let me know. I'll spank him. Maybe not. Dan might like it. He's a sicko. What can I say, guys? But yeah, it's been a I'm sorry. I keep thinking about 40 working days, and it's still hitting me. It's so new to think of it that how many working days I got left, and just don't demand anything. Just say hi, and if they say hi back, cool. If I see you, because if I'm talking, I'm not always reading the because people will come in and I won't notice them for a while because I'm talking. But when I see them, then I say hi to them. But it just sometimes people are busy and they don't see it, or like I said, sometimes they're in the background and they just come in, give me a thumbs up, say hi, and then go doing whatever they're doing, cooking a meal for their family, doing their laundry, going to church. Like I said, it's a Sunday morning there. That's the stuff you do for your chores around the house and your errands that you can't do during the week because you're working. Michelle happens to be a student nurse. She may be studying for a test, and I'm just in the background. Uh, it just all right, Tina Marie. You take care now. Got to get going. All right. Enjoy your breakfast, and all right, back in out. I'm sorry, but we're not playing that game. Hey, crazy kid, how you doing, man? All right, folks. Becky's gone for the day. She's deleting messages she just doesn't like. So we're not playing that game. Now, she may be watching, but she can't comment. She can't do anything. So she needs to learn to behave. If she can't, then don't bother the channel. I gave her 24 hours of timeout. So, and hey, Cindy, thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Now, what the heck's going on there? All right. All right. We got to do more. She's getting no. Tim, I'm giving you manager. I don't know what that lets you do, but do whatever it lets you. And I wish I could figure out how to just. No, that's not what I want. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to see if I can find something. I can't. Trying to see if I can find that Becky. Well, I put her in a timeout for 24 hours, Dan. But I was trying to see if I could get back to her and just delete her from where she can't come in at all. Just take her monitor away from her. I didn't take her monitor away. I should have did that. And I don't see how I can get back there to do it. But so if any of you know how, if you can see her, Tim, if you're still in there, go in there and just take her monitor away from her. I made you a moderator. So let's go ahead, Dan. We're going to do the same thing for you. No, you already got managing moderator. All right. So, hey, Monroe, thanks for coming back, man. We appreciate it. We had a troll in here a while ago. I tried to be nice to her, but if people didn't answer her, she got upset and would delete we're deleting what they said, putting them in time. It's like I should have never given her a monitor. I should have waited a while. But I went and looked. She only had 51 followers, but just like she seemed to be childish to me. Mad because somebody wouldn't say hi to her and ask her how she's doing. And these are people that don't really know her. And so If she comes back in, I'm going to take her monitor away from her. She can't come back in today. I put her in a timeout for 24 hours, so she can't come in today. But I think she still can be in the chat watching, and because she has a monitor, she might be able to delete some people's LV. How you doing, LV? Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. Now, LV, you weren't here. I counted my working days left. I decided that unless something happens, my last working day will be April 10th, which is a Friday. That is 40 more working days because I work 4 days a week. So that's 10 weeks. And when I figured that out, I made me even more excited. Because it's closer for one reason. And for another reason, I've been working to retire. And that's what it's actually going to be. That's my retirement date. I will get paid beyond that because of my vacation time. But that'll be my last official working date. Yeah, LV just came here. And yes, she's sexy. Too sexy for my shirt. But so yeah, we're down to 40 working days, and that's 10 weeks, 107 days. So next week will be 100 days till takeoff and 36 working days. So we're counting everything down. I have decided I am gonna try to ship a package over. I need to call the hotel that I'm going to be staying at and see if they will hold a package for me until I get there. I won't mail it out to where it'll get there real early. I may be there before it gets there. And when I say mail, I mean ship it. I'm going to ship it by air because otherwise it takes like 3 or 4 months. It's cheaper that way. If I had an actual address to ship it to, I might ship it that way. But I don't actually have an actual address where I'll be at in 3 or 4 months. So I'll send it by air. It's going to cost a little more, but I can send more stuff over than what I can take by the plane. And I still haven't decided if I'm going to take 2 check throughs and 1 carry on, or just 1 carry on and 1 check through. Check luggage. I have to make that decision. It depends on how much I can put in the box to ship over, how much that's going to cost me. So, but I got a lot of time to decide on that because I can't really change the check-in luggage until a couple of days before I fly. So we're going to be doing that kind of stuff later, and So that's what's going on now. And just trying to, like I said, when I figured out there was only 40 days left, working days left, and it still makes me smile. Mainly because I can't go to the Philippines till I retire. And mainly because that's what I'm looking forward to the most is retiring. The second thing I'm looking forward to the most is going to the Philippines. And I agree with you, Monroe. There's a lot of great places to go. Like I said, I'm going to start off in Cebu, and there's a lot of places in that area on the island and in Cebu City itself to see that I want to see. And like I said, I'm going to get my teeth fixed. And my first trip off the island of Cebu will probably be over to Negros accidental, yeah. And it's going to be over to Dumaguete, Valencia area to see that, because I really want to see the Valencia Sunday market. I've seen so many videos on that. It's like I got to go see it. And so I'll go over there. That'll be my first long trip. All the trips on Cebu will probably be like a day trip. Go somewhere early in the morning, come back in the evening, just one day, maybe an overnight trip. but it's going to be shorter trips. But we'll see. Then the first probably about a week or so will be Dumageddon. I'll probably go over on a Wednesday or Thursday and come back on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Something like go over for a week, get a hotel over there. And like I said, I want to be there for a Sunday because I really do want to go see the Sunday market in Valencia. Yeah, Betty, I wish I could get rid of her. She's pissing me off. If any of you can see this Becky Davis, remove her. I just gave a monitor to Chelsea as a moderator, manager, and let me find Elvie again. Don't worry, Elvie. That's not what I'm doing. If you see Becky Davis, any of that's got manager monitor, remove her from the channel. Just take her out. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, man? I got a troll that's in here messing around. This Becky Davis, I don't know if you know how to do a manager or not, how to take her out. I made a mistake. I just put her in a timeout because she was acting like a child because people wouldn't answer her. She felt like she had to be answered. Dan, if you remember Low Roller, she was acting a lot like Low Roller. If she didn't get an answer, she just kept repeating it and getting mad because she didn't get an answer. And so I am going to Monroe. Yeah, she tried to block you from doing the LL part and keeping your channel from getting the recognition when you did that. So, like I said, because I put her in a timeout, she's just messing with people now. She's going in and trying to delete or put people in a timeout. And so, like I said, she will be she's messing with you right now because she's mad at me. Because I put her in a timeout because I didn't want her acting like a kid and getting mad at everybody. So now she's mad at me and she's just messing with everybody. So, that's all right. Like I said, we will delete her from my system. She will no longer be allowed in. She comes back in and says one thing, I will remove her. She will be out for good. And she will never come back in if she's going to act like a child. We don't need that here. We don't want that here. I can see your message still, Kevin, where it says doing great, old boy. I agree with you. Oh boy, we got a troll. That's how you know you made it, when you get trolls. And now, if any of you know how to remove somebody that's been put in a timeout, let me know, and I will give you a managing moderator. So if you know how to do it, let me know. Oh, you lucky dog. I've just counted down how many working days I got left, and I got 40 working days. That's 10 weeks. I work 4 days a week. So I got 40 working days and 107 days till I leave. I'm still leaving on May 18th. I'm retiring April 10th. That's a Friday. And I work Tuesday through Friday is what I work. And so I will have vacation time left, but I'll take that at the end of my last work day. And, well, I still got to get rid of my furniture, and I don't want to leave during the winter. My lease runs out at the end of this month. So I'm going to have, and my rent will jump $400 next month. And so it's just, it's just what it is. And so I'll have to pay an extra $400 next month, then add another $100 onto that for April. Maybe a little more, but at least $100 after that. So it was going to go up $300 if I signed a lease for a year, but I did not want to stay another year. And so, and I don't want to leave during the winter. So, you know how it can be in March. So we will work all of March, part of April. Then I'll work getting rid of all my stuff that I'm not shipping over. And turn in my key. I'll have somebody come in professionally and clean this place. Then turn in my keys. Crazy. I am getting excited. This is Troy, guys. Troy's crazy kid. I am getting excited, but I'm more excited because it's closer, and what I've been working for is my retirement. I am going to retire April 10th. And when I figured out that was only 40 working days, that really is what excited me. Because, yeah, I'm going to the Philippines, but I'm still working. And I wasn't going to get excited about going to the Philippines until I quit working. Well, now I know how. Oh, okay. I thought that's the name you use on your book. All right, crazy. We'll call you crazy kid. No problem. But anyway, so like I said, it's just when I figured out how many days till I retire, it's just like, oh man, that's it? 40 more working days? Yeah, it's 10 weeks, but it's only 40 working days. And so that really got me excited when I figured that out yesterday, how many more working days I had. Because I had been kicking around what day to retire. And I don't want to work till the 17th, which would be a week later, which would have given me more money. But it's like, no, because then that really cuts down on my ability to get my stuff out of here, get the place cleaned up, and get out of here before into April, and go back to Indiana for maybe 3 weeks. Because I couldn't go back to Indiana for 3 weeks, and I can only go back for 2 weeks. So I'd rather get out of here early and go back home and visit my family in Indiana for 3 weeks if I can, then come back, visit my family in Batavia, New York, then come back, visit my friends here in Albany area, and sell my car. I don't think it'll hit on the day I retire. because like I said, it's going to be a normal day off because I'm retiring on a Friday, and I don't work Saturday, Sundays, or Mondays. When it's really going to hit that I'm retired is when I start getting everything out of here, and it might hit the next day. It really might, but I think it'll hit more after the weekend's over, like maybe on Monday or Tuesday. But it could hit on Saturday. But it might even hit Friday when I get up knowing this is it, no more work, I'm done. So that might be when it hits. I think I have a good plan. I hope I do. Like I said, I'm flying out of Albany on Monday, the 18th. We'll land in Cebu on the 19th at night. I'm leaving Monday morning, early morning. And I'm going from Albany, New York to Chicago, from Chicago to Montreal, Montreal to Tokyo. I keep wanting to say Toyota. Tokyo, and from Tokyo into Cebu City. I've already got my hotels paid for. I got 2 hotels. One I'm staying at the first 2 nights on Mactan Island. And something Island's the name of the hotel I'll be staying at. And then I'm going to Cebu City. I got a hotel set up there for 8 days. Yeah, like I said, it may hit before that, but it'll definitely hit me on Tuesday, if not before that. Because when I turn that alarm off on Friday, I will not set that alarm again. That's it. I'm done setting alarms. Well, being that nobody's coming up and I'm needing to go to the CR, the WC, or the restroom or bathroom. So I guess I'm gonna shut this down. I want to thank everybody for coming. Remind you now to be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Plus, have fun. All right, I'm gonna end this, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.